Good morning. Guys, as we get Kobe and Pam Chinese, we read chapter 7. And that's the book of Joshua, chapter 7. Okay, I'll say, and these are the names of the sons of Noah, Japheth, Ham, and Shem. The children were born to them after the flood. Okay, that was after the flood. You say no one any manner now after the flood, this the Mibeka is in the normal Bible. Okay. These are the sons of Japheth, Gomer, Magog, Mada, Javan, Tubal, Meshach, and Tiras, 7 sons. And the sons of Magog were Ashkenaz, Rephath, and Tigama. And the sons of Magog were Elisharnath and Lubal. And the children of Madal were Akon, Zilo, Zazuni, and Lot. The American in the normal Bible. And I will genealogy be about the Noah man, but let's continue. And the sons of Javel were Elisha, Tasha, Chitan, and Dinim. And the sons of Tubal were Ariphel, Kesed, and Tari. Say names in the anode. And the sons of Masheth were Dedon, Zarom, and Shibashni. And the sons of Tiras were Benin, Jera, Lupirum, and Gilak. These are the sons of Japheth, according to not just Noah about Japheth, the man and the according to their families, and their numbers in those days were about 460 men. And these are the sons of Ham, Cush. Okay, the thing is, the next time, say me said the neurology say I'm not going to read it because I think it doesn't really. So okay, Wema, Mamin brush, Mamin conclude. Hamoma, any Japheth ma, any Shemuma, any Obunana, any one. So let me skip. Let me skip to let me skip to 23. So let me skip to 23 and I'm sure. Okay. And Cush, the son of Ham, the son of Noah, took a wife in those days, in his old age, and she bare a son, and they called his name Nimrod. Yeah, good. See, Nimrod, saying, at that time the sons of men began to rebel and transgress against God. And the son grew, and the child grew up, and his father loved him exceedingly, for he was the son of his old age. And the garment of skin, which God, listen well, the garment of skin, which God made for Adam and Eve, when they went out of the garden, were given to Cush. Listen. Adam ni Eve ye born. There was a rade pamatade, a giant atade, the flower. Sa atade no. I'd say Japade. Cush. No one no. I will buy a friend in Nimrod. Now, almost this atade ne man Nimrod. It is atade ne bedi Nimrod and some. Atade na Adam a share no. Time no ye born in the kata no. Saturday, ebedu the na Nimrod and some. Wow. Hi. For after the death of Adam and Eve, the garments were given to Enoch. Saa atade no, ɔmo de ma ɔmo nana Enoch. Nti ayɛ te sɛ agyapadeɛ bi esi hɔ. Okay, yɛmfa no sɛ ayɛ te sɛ golden stool na asante golden stool anaasɛ fie biribi a ɛwɔ hɔ a ɛyɛ agyapadeɛ a weewu a na ɔde ama we. Weewu a ne yɛmfa ma obiara kɛkɛ o. Yɛde ma ɔmo a ebi ɔmo di mu anaasɛ ebi a ɔmo adi adeɛ ɛwɔ kuro no mu. Okay, ayɛ te sɛ ebi akonnwa. Saa na ɛte. Wow. For after the death of Adam and his wife, the garments were given to Enoch, the son of Jared. And when Enoch was taken up to God, he gave them to Methuselah. Wow. It is atade ne wo Enoch. Enoch also de ma Methuselah. It is also Enoch was a very prominent man and also Awurade pa na owodin saa time. Ti obewu no de man na Methuselah. So what say dear Methuselah? So yeah, Methuselah was also a prominent man. He was also serving God on also GD. Now, Saturday, Abedu. Saturday, Abedu Nimrod and some. So we are normal Bible. What Nimrod who has some kakra. Here, you're going to really hear much about Nimrod. And at the death of Methuselah, Noah took them. Noah take it at them and brought them to the ark, and they were with him until he went out of the ark. It is at a day we know if you Methuselah only be do Noah. Who's a Noah also was a prominent man. Now I be do Noah. Okay, mami kind of comment like kind of mami jump. And in their going out, Ham stole those garments from Noah his father and took them to hide them from his brothers. Okay. They bedu Ham on some Ham riai. Ya shada farmer no. Uriata diana erade epam ema Adam and Eve. And when Ham begat his first, and not the man the first son Cush. He gave him the garments in secret, and they were with Cush many days. So say this atade no oviai and the man ba ne ba open answer. Enti nye no wankasa na de ma Ham. Enti ebia ne ensese nkekodi Ham kra ho. Ham wiai. Ade ya wo de ade say you cannot steal it. Ebia na enyo no ho no keso ekodi. Wow. And Cush also can conceal or conceal like them from his sons and brothers. And when Cush had begotten Nimrod, he gave him this. Wow. He gave him those garments through his love for him. And Tina Cush pe Nimrod asem into odi atade Emma Nimrod. Wow, and grew up. Nimrod grew up. And when he was 20 years old, he put on those garments. And Nimrod became strong. And Nimrod became strong when he put on the garments. And God gave him might and strength. And he was a mighty hunter in the earth. Yeah, he was a mighty hunter in the earth. And he hunted the animals. He was a mighty hunter. And he hunted the animals, and he built altars, and he offered upon them the animals before the Lord. And Nimrod strengthened himself, and he rose up from amongst his brethren, and he fought the battles of his brethren against all their enemies around, all their enemies run about. So here we can say Nimrod was a warrior. And the Lord delivered all the enemies of his brethren in his hand, and God prospered him from time to time in his battles, and he reigned upon the earth. Wow. Therefore, it became current in those days when a man ushered forth those that he had trained up for battle, he would say to them, like God did to Nimrod. It's a the proverb be home castle. It is a obi ye bibi anoma ka say said the Erade man Nimrod no. Wow, I had to say the okay, to say Eradish, to say the Ushra David those days. That was the saying, yeah, they were saying. So be you saying I had to say like God did to Nimrod, who was the mighty hunter in the earth, and who succeeded in the battles that prevailed against his brethren, that he delivered them from the hands of their enemies. So may God strengthen us and deliver us this day. So they were using Nimrod name to pray. Nom de Nimrod din above time. And when Nimrod was 40 years old, at that time there was a war between his brethren and the children of Japheth. And therefore, they began to fight, misunderstanding, so that they were in the power of their enemies. And Nimrod went forth at the Nimrod and a cousin, and Japheth, a man, said, we many now, we many no more. And Nimrod went forth at that time, and he assembled all the sons of Cush, and their families, about 460 men, and they hide also from some of the friends and acquaintance about 80 men. Nti ogada nuanom and osa ogada ne nanfofo so osa high ne nanfofo and be gave them their high, and he went with them from battle to battle. And when he was on the road, Nimrod strengthened the hearts of the people and went with him. And he said to them, do not fear, neither be alarmed, for all our enemies will be delivered into our hands. He was encouraging them, and you may do with them as you please. And all the men that went were about 500, and they fought against their enemies, and they destroyed them and subdued them. And Nimrod placed standing officers over them in their respective places. And he took some of their children as security, and they were all servants to Nimrod and to his brethren. And Nimrod and all the people that were with him turned homeward. And when Nimrod had joyfully returned from battle after having conquered his enemy, all his brethren, together with those who knew him before, assembled to make him king over them. And they placed the regal crown upon his head. And he sets over his subjects and people, princes, judges, rulers, as in the custom among kings. It's and he placed Terah, the son of Nahor, the prince of his host, and he dignified him and elevated him above all his princes. Entity ha. Movie started ban. So Terah. Well, okay. Then he placed Terah, the son of Nahor. Can be bubo Dina me skip and can be boya. Kebehu Terah. Terah ni Abraham papa. Nahor Aye Teraba, and now Abraham Nia, which is in the normal Bible. He placed Terah, the son of Nahor. Okay, there be Nahor Abraham, Nahor any Abraham nuansa. Nahor Sarah no ne papa. Okay, I said the same name no so no. Abraham so be told the same name. Tita me di pokua. Me na na di pokua. Me na na so obi na di pokua. What I say? E na no so obi na di pokua. Sa nete. Enti Hantara bepua na Nahor bepua. But this you do know how to answer by a bit. Okay. Until sometime we go dinner, you know, Miski Pudding, and can some reading you, Terracom. But okay, let's go. So I believe that Terra and the same lineage, Noah lineage. They bet me way back. The lineage of Noah. Okay. And he set over his subjects, okay, and among kids, okay, 41. And he placed Terah, okay. I think I've read it already. And whilst he was reigning according to his heart's desire, after having conquered all the enemies around, he advised with his counselors to build a city for his palace, and they did so. And they found a large valley opposite to the east, and they built him a large and extensive city, and Nimrod called the name of the city he built Shinar. For the Lord had vehemently shaken his enemies and destroyed them. So here, Rade Eka Nimrod. So Nimrod. And Nimrod dwelt in Shinar. Shinar near Chronos Omusimano, and he reigned securely, and he fought with his enemies. And he subdued them, and he prospered in all his battles, and his kingdom became very great. And all nations and tongues heard of his fame. Ushawiya is like Solomon. Heard of his fame, and they gathered themselves to him, and they bowed down to the earth. And they brought him offering, and he became their Lord and King. Nimrod. And they all dwelt with him in the city at Shinar. And Nimrod reigned in the earth over all the sons of Noah, and they were all under his power and counsel. And all the earth was of one tongue and words of union. But Nimrod did not go in the ways of the Lord. And he was more wicked. He became wicked than all the men that were before him. Wow. He became a very wicked man. From the days of the flood until those days. And he made gods and gods of wood and stone. And he bowed down to them. And he rebelled against the Lord. And he taught all his subjects and the people of the earth his wicked ways. And Madon, his son, was more wicked than his father. Oh, baby, a friend of Madon. Madon, Bible they say, oh, you're wicked than the father Nimrod. And everyone that heard of the act of Madon, the son of Nimrod, would say concerning him, from the wicked goes forth wickedness. So they don't proverb do on or be on Betty Madon Nasibia, almost from wicked goes wickedness, which means ni papa na wicked. And no more better than wicked, or you're more wicked. So it's like from wicked to wickedness. That time, they were saying things. Therefore, it became okay. Bibu I said me cancer because me carry an abonze myself read the same thing. Therefore, it became a proverb. Said me can in the whole earth, saying, "From the wicked goes forth wickedness," and it was current in the words of men from that time to this. Who said now from wicked to wickedness, from nipa boni to more nipa boni. We still say that anyway. And Terah, the son of Nahor, prince of Nimrod's hosts, was in those days very great in the sight of the king and his subjects. And the king and princes loved him, and they elevated him very high. It's like the same as now. The Nimrod didn't see so onye ne sub chief na said the host of king no. I feel Nimrod be wicked na microphone be pair or no nasem. So they elevated him. They said, Omo fana me see him to say Nimrod who Debbie, but they elevated him. It's like now like they came to respected him. No, I don't know how to express myself. And Terah took a wife, and her name was Amthelu, the daughter of Go-Nebo. And the wife of Terah conceived and bare him a son those days. So all these names now is not in the KJV. Makacha will say this book is the expression of the normal Canaan book. Terah was 70 years old when he begot him, and Terah called the name of his son that was born to him. I was right. Abraham. So I was right when I was saying this thing. But because when I was reading here, I think I got confused. Because Terah and Ibane now. Okay. Because Terah and Sebe were friend and now. So I was confused. Because there is the same Terah now. Terah na Abraham Papa na. Because you bet you say Abraham. Okay, it's not Terah. Nina na de now. It's Terah wo now no. Nahor ewo Terah no. Terah so be two din Nahor. Because I know that there is a son of Abraham, your friend Nahor. So I was being confused. Because the king has raised him in those days and dignified him above all his princes that were with him. The book of Japheth, chapter 7. May read it. This time, you ever bet to us. 8. So now the genealogy, Nimrod, Kofata, the night, the man, Adam, no, I hate to say Bushian, we shall now we are, but I had no harm go we no this year, no, the man, but now the back wishing, so the man, by Nimrod. Nimrod shattered there. Nimrod became great. He was a warrior. So they were serving him. Obesis was king. He was serving the Lord. So said he became wicked. He became wicked. Into your own Nimrod no. So sub chiefs. Into your Terah ABC or say the place Terah, the son of now. Okay. Ni cousin ABC now Terah ne papa de now. As I said, ye read who say Terah na Abraham pa now or no so baby a friend now. So I was being confused. Until now no who say Terah Abel Abraham. We're going to continue. Ready? Share, like, and subscribe. God bless you. Bye.